Hi everyone, it's Carol from the Crafty Emporium, and today I am bringing you a journal that I've made using Arty Maze's vintage sewing. Yeah, I'll tell you what, getting old, the brain stops working, you know. Okay, so to the front cover, I've covered it in a red velour fabric, and then I stitched the main image onto the front. I've pinned some various fabrics on the front here, so it looks as though it's been designing the outfit. Put some buttons on, did a thread card and put some metallic thread on, put some lace on here, some braid, and then on the back repeated with the lace, put this gold trim flower on the back, and then made it form a pocket, so there's a little card in the back of there. The size of it is 5 3/4 inches by 7 3/4 inches. Notice I've got my brew there as well. Excuse me, I'm just gonna have a slurp. Oh, can't beat a good brew. Okay, ribbon closure, or seam binding closure I should say, and open it up, and in the front here there's a pocket and it's got a card. Oh, let me move my brew out road. There we go. I can move that across. So there's a card in the front pocket there. Now I'm blocking the camera. Brilliant. This is going well, isn't it? Okay, lace pocket at the bottom, and then on the back of these cards here I've stitched on some calico, some coffee dyed calico, so it forms a pocket there. Put some swatches of the fabric on a bulb pin and put a bead on it. It goes in there. This is a card showing some vintage sewing reels. And then we've got coffee dyed paper here with a doily image on, and the corners of the pages have been punched. And there is washi tape on the pages. So they've all just been left plain for journaling. And another doily image there. Then this flips open. So then you've got the writing journal pages there, and then this pulls out. And here you've got a card tucked underneath here. And then on the other side of the card there's a pocket here, one of the spools, a little piece of paper on the back. Oh no, that was just to give it a little bit of strength, I think. And a tag which I've stitched onto this red card again to make it a little bit more stable. Use some velvet ribbon, some lace, and some pearlised buttons. And then on the other side it's the envelope, and you flip it up and there is a journaling card from the kit each side of there. How difficult to get this in earlier, it won't go in. Come on, there you go. And the paper clip is just to hold it down, because when you put it back in the pocket you don't want it catching. Put that back in there. And then that slots back inside the pocket. Flip it over, and then you've got some more journaling pages and some avocado dyed as well as coffee dyed, again still with the washi tape on. And then here there's a pocket, and I've made a little booklet which has been stitched with some more coffee dyed papers in it. Then you go to another card here with a pocket on the front, and I've made a tag and wrapped some lace around it and put a card in, a journaling card. So that sits in there, and then on the back there's a pocket, and there's a bit more of a journaling card there. Flip the card open, and there is a foil bag here and a tag from the kit, and that's a double pocket so that you can tuck something behind the bag as well as inside. Card pulls out, and you've got 2 journaling pages there, and then the other side of the card there's a top corner tuck with a journaling card, some velvet ribbon and some lace, and then the card opens up to sit inside the pocket. Turn it over, and then you've got some more coffee dyed papers. So there's a belly band here made from tape measure paper. There's a journaling card tucked in there, some vintage ladies on. Found a pair of scissors on Pinterest and cut those out, and then there's a little booklet here with a pearlised button on which opens up, and you can write on that, and then the card tucks behind there a little to just hold it in place. As I say, more journaling pages, avocado dyed and coffee dyed. Another card, flip that open, more journaling space, pull the card out, and on the front here again there's the velvet ribbon, and I've put this little rose button on there and some lace, and turn it over and there's a belly band and there's a big journaling card there, again from the kit. Open the cards and they go inside the pocket. Sorry, journaling card's just caught on the edge of the pocket there. There we go. Turn it over again. That's lovely, that image, I love that. Some more coffee dyed papers with the doily stencil, and then there's a little corner band here with a tag with some lace on it, and another pocket made with the calico, coffee dyed calico, which has been stitched on, another little bulb pin with a little bit of a dangly on it. So they sit in there. And more coffee dyed paper with the stenciling, the doily, and then this is a little flip card which it's got the coffee dyed calico fabric on the back, and inside there's 2 large cotton reel tags. Sit in there. Another journaling page, and then in the back pocket I've done a really big piece of coffee dyed paper which opens right out, so it's almost a little bit like a manuscript type sheet, and that sits in that back pocket there. And then we go to the back, which I've already shown you. So that's my latest journal that I've made. So that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. Bye, Z.